Hey Pisces, welcome to your love reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. I very much appreciate it. So follow along on TikTok and YouTube. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube. Once I reach 10,000 on TikTok, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do 500 or 1,000 on YouTube yet, but I do want to give away a tarot reading. I'll probably give one away on TikTok and give one away on YouTube, so I'll be doing two for free. So definitely keep an eye out for that. I may have you submit an email once I reach that many followers. I haven't really decided on it yet, but definitely keep an eye out for that. Follow along. I very much appreciate it. So, and I love reading your guys' comments. They're so awesome. So thank you so much for reaching out to me and leaving me messages as well. So if you are new, we're going to choose two of these oracle cards, get kind of like an overall feel of the relationship. I'm going to pull from the tarot. I'm going to get your energy, your person's energy, the energy of the relationship. I did bring out the romance oracle deck, and then I brought out the love oracle cards. We pull those at the end, kind of get like a last minute message or advice, or just kind of wrap things up with those at the end. Again, these are general, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You know, the message may not be for you, or parts of it may be for you. Just use your intuition and your best judgment on what parts are for you. So we have staying stuck. You keep repeating old patterns and it's time to try something new. Not my type. Be open to different types of people because you may be surprised who you find. So maybe you're repeating this cycle of staying stuck with people that are emotionally unavailable. They have, you know, avoidance type styles. So definitely feel like you're staying stuck. What are you staying stuck in? Again, general reading. So these are general. This can be someone that's in your energy, someone that you haven't met yet. Could be somebody who's fairly new, someone that you've dated, someone from the past that you haven't spoken to. Again, they are general, so take it how it resonates. I'm trying to get my website redone and get that up and running by the end of July. I got booked up on personal readings through the end of July, so once I get the website up and running, I'll let you guys know, and then you can book a private reading through my website if you'd like to have a private reading. So let's get into the tarot. In your energy, we have the Fool, the World, and Judgment. Damn. When major arcanas come out, it's kind of like a big deal. It's a big transition, big change, big energy. The court cards kind of are like mundane tasks, or, you know, the like day-to-day things that we do. Major arcana are like major events. So in your person's energy, we have the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Overall energy of the relationship is the Eight of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Underneath, we have the King of Cups. I do see the Lovers there, but overall energy, spirits. Oof. We have the Devil. So maybe you're staying stuck in negative patterns, negative mindsets. Maybe you have negative behaviors. The Devil is a toxic energy. So it can be about addictions. It can be about like lust. It can be about substance abuse. It can be shopping addictions. Any type of negative behavior, maybe disassociating, you know, not wanting to see the truth. But overall, it's just not a very healthy energy. Underneath, the underlying energy is the King of Cups. So maybe you're dealing with the King of Cups, which is a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Doesn't have to be a person underneath all of this. It can just be, so the King of Cups is a very empathic leader. He's very so empathic, intuitive. He's very balanced, emotionally balanced. So it could be about like emotional balance. So in your energy, we had the Fool, which is new beginning, leap of faith. We have the World, which is endings, ending cycles, new beginnings. So definitely a new beginning for you. And then we have a renewal, awakening, and leaving the past behind. So you're definitely closing out cycles, you're moving into new things, and you're leaving the past behind. Which is good because, you know, you had that staying stuck in your energy. So with that Oracle card, maybe your person's staying stuck. We'll get into it. So in your person's energy, we have the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning in love. This is a love offer. Their cup of love overflowing. We do have the Nine of Wands here, which is about like it's persistence, resilience. It's, you know, he's got this bandage on his head. The Nine of Wands comes right before the Ten of Wands, which is the end of burdens. So this can be about being very burdened. So maybe they're wanting a new beginning in love after some resilience and perseverance. And then I feel like with the Four of Swords here, it's about like rest, recovery. So I feel like they're wanting a new beginning in love after, you know, kind of fighting for and going through some difficult times, and they've, you know, gone within and they're kind of resting and meditating. So the overall energy of the relationship is the Eight of Pentacles, which is about like hard work. So I definitely feel like you or this person are willing to put in the hard work or have put in the hard work. Again, take it how it resonates. If this is someone you've been in a relationship with, then you've both put in the hard work. But it's also about willingness to put in the hard work on a relationship. And then we have the Three of Pentacles, which is about building something. It's about collaboration. So they're willing to put in this hard work. You're willing to put in this hard work to build something together. And then we have the Ace of Wands here, which is a passionate new beginning, creative new ideas. So I definitely feel like, you know, this would be, you would both put in the hard work. You both want to build something. This is about like a new beginning. So maybe this Devil energy is just about you needing to get out of this, but in both of your energy, and it could be their energy, you know, with this Nine of Wands and this Four of Swords, maybe this is what they have been going through. Maybe this Devil energy is theirs, could be yours. I feel like, you know, you're moving in, you've got these three major arcana, you're moving into like this new beginning, this new cycle. I love that. You know, I don't see anything negative with you or your person's energy or in this relationship's energy. I feel like maybe that Devil is kind of like what you're leaving behind. Maybe they were staying stuck, but they're wanting this new beginning in love. So what do we not see coming in this relationship, Spirit? So we have the Eight of Cups, which is walking away, letting go of attachments. Justice, which is about karma, harmony, balance. Lots of major arcana here. And aces. And then we have the Strength, perseverance. So this is what you don't see coming. So I think maybe they're walking away from maybe something staying stuck. They're walking away from some negativity. Things are balancing out. You've got justice and karma here. And then we've got strength. Again, with the balance, the strength, the perseverance, courage, very passionate. And then, you know, we had the Ace of Wands here, which is another like very passionate. You have a lot of major arcana and two aces here. So, you know, this is kind of a big deal. Maybe they've been going through it and they were staying stuck. So what are the actions and advice for those watching, spirits? Actions and advice for those watching, please. So we have the Six of Cups, Four of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So the Six of Cups is about like memories, nostalgia. It can be about joy and happiness. I mean, you've got the two children here. So for actions and advice, I would think this means to, you know, find your joy, find your happiness. The Four of Pentacles is about like, it can be about control, holding on to things too tightly. So maybe you or this person are holding on to memories too tightly and you need to let them go, or it can just be about finding joy, try not to control things too much, kind of just go with the flow, especially if they've been going through a lot. Maybe they just kind of need to rest for a little bit. And then we have the King of Wands, which is overcoming obstacles. It's about like a leadership and entrepreneur energy. So I definitely feel like, you know, you're overcoming obstacles, they're overcoming obstacles. So I don't see anything other than this devil, but everything else looks good. So I feel like we're coming out of that negative devil energy and we're moving into something good. So that's awesome. You know, it's not always easy ending cycles. So definitely give yourself credit for that, and this person. So we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. I love that. So maybe you're flirting with them or they're flirting with you. So we have the Runner, codependent relationship, fear of intimacy, listening to ego. And the devil is all about ego. So maybe that's what they're dropping. Maybe they're kind of, or maybe you are, because you're going through like this renewal, this awakening. So maybe you went through like an ego death and you're, you know, you were staying stuck in that energy. Again, it's going to resonate differently for each of you, but somebody was staying stuck, and, you know, this is not your usual type of person. You're not their usual type of person, but I definitely feel like this is going to be a whole new renewal of energy and a new relationship, whether it's somebody you know from the past, it's a renewal of that energy. So I definitely feel like it's going to be good. So I hope this helps, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.